Sorry. So say I'm a person that just got all of this money, right? I got my credit repaired. I done figured out the structure. I just figured out all of this. Now I done got the funding. I got the money now, but I don't have no plan. So how do I get started with Amazon? What is my first steps? How do I get started with Amazon? And then how much is a good price? How much is enough money to invest into Amazon when you first coming into it?
Okay, so first, all right.
I'm gonna have you answer the first question first. So
No, I'm actually gonna answer the second question first because that's more important.
Okay.
How much money do I need? All right. So we just talked about how to go get $100,000 in funding, but you do not need $100,000 to get started. But if you have $100,000, if you just got that knowledge on how to go get $100,000 and you go get $100,000, you better put the whole $100,000 into it. I'm telling you right now. And if you put anything less, we stamping it right here. So y'all that's listening right now, when y'all go run that play, go get that 100, and you only put 50 and you only put 20, I can guarantee you in 2-3 months, you're like, dang man, I wish I'd have put that whole 100 because I'd have been here by now. Because you're going to scale up and scale up and scale up. And every time when you invest that 20 and you triple it and double it or whatever you do with it, you can be like, dang, I wish it would have been 100 because if I would have doubled 100, that would have been way more. So you're going to just, trust me, y'all, dump it all in there and just go crazy, right? But you don't have to start with 100,000. You can start, so I have a student right now in my program right now, his name is Migo. Shout out my boy Migo. He started with $200.
Let's go.
He started with $200 and was able to quit his job within 4 to 5 months. Now he's 7-8 months in, right? He doing real good. He doing $500-$700 every single day, sitting on his ass at home on his couch while his products at Amazon just on rotation, right? So so that answers the question on how much money you need. It don't matter how much you don't matter how much you have. You just need to get started. So just get started.
So execution
is what you need. So whatever you got, get started. If you only have $200, get started with $200. If you only have $200,000, get started with $200,000. I promise you, you're gonna want, because if you start with $200,000, you're gonna wish you started with $2 million. So no matter what, just get started. All right, now we're gonna talk about, like you said, how can we get started, right?
Yeah.
So how do we get started? Now, there's many ways to sell on Amazon. I ain't gonna say many ways, right? It's 3 main ways to sell on Amazon, and I do 2 of the ways. And those 2 ways is retail arbitrage and wholesale. The third way that I don't sell is private label. All right, so yeah, I do retail arbitrage and wholesale. So those is the 3 ways that you're gonna sell on Amazon. So you will have to pick your way that you want to sell. All right. So and the differences between retail arbitrage. So some people might not know, what is retail arbitrage? What is these terms that you're using or whatever?
Yeah,
right?
I need you to break this down, man, because I'm trying to understand for myself.
So retail arbitrage, it's just funny words of getting a deal in the store, right?
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? Y'all been getting discounts and sales and people cutting out coupons and all of this. That's retail arbitrage, right? The only thing is you're not arbitraging. You getting it on a discount, but you're not, you're not reselling it, right? So arbitrage, the term arbitrage, we ain't gonna look up the definition right now, right? But the definition is basically to get something for a certain price and resell it for a higher price. That's basically all arbitrage is. You found a arbitrage in a situation, right? So it don't even have to be, like, we can break down arbitrage to me, it don't even have to be in sales, right? But we're talking about sales right now. Arbitrage is just you getting something for less of a value and reselling it for the value. That's arbitrage. You found it for a deal and I sold it for what it was actually worth. It's not getting over. It's not saying, oh, I found something and I'm about to triple what it's actually worth and get over on somebody. That's what a lot of people think. That's not what arbitrage is. And what it actually is literally you getting it for a deal and you selling it for what it is actually retailed for. You're selling it for what it's actually worth. All right, so that's retail arbitrage. So long story short, you go into a store, you scan products. I'm pretty sure, go check out my IG, TikTok, Beezy, Esco 574. Y'all see me in every store, from Walmart to Target to Menards to Costco and Sam's Club to Marshall's. Like every store, right? You just go into a store, You go to these clearances, you go to the discounts, you find those deals. That's retail arbitrage.
Okay.
And it don't have to be like it's not even an Amazon term. So you can do retail arbitrage if you reselling on eBay. You can do retail arbitrage if you reselling on your own website. It's just getting a deal for a low price and reselling it, right? So I do retail arbitrage on Amazon. And I also do, go ahead.
So since we still on sales, I know this might sound a little crazy, but like, how do you know if it's a good product that has good profit? So what is too bad to like, if you feel like, okay, this is a bad, because I'm only gonna make this minimum amount like this, I'm only gonna break even on this amount. What's a bare minimum, and then what's max on profits to be made when you're looking at a product?
So when I'm looking at a product, I'm always looking for at least, at the minimum, 30% return on my money after all of the fees, right? Mm-hmm. So at bare minimum, I need 30% or I won't even pay attention to the product.
So 30%
at bare minimum, right? Minimum. Now there's other people, like I know sellers right now, right? I know a seller that's doing 70 million a year, right?
Okay.
And he may take, you know, my bare minimum is 30%, but his bare minimum may be 10%. Why? Because he's making 70 million. And if he just makes 10% on that, he just profited $7 million. So it makes more sense depending on where you are. So for you, for example, whoever watching, your bottom line may be 35%, maybe 40%, maybe 20%. It's really your preference on what you're willing to take or to make on your money. So if you start with that $100,000 and you're like, if I only make 20%, I made 20 bands this month, right? Yeah, I'm cool with that, right? So, you know, if you make 20%, you make 30%, depending on what your money is looking like and what your goals are, that may be okay. So my bottom line is 30. So I'm, you know, and a lot of sellers will probably tell you like 30, 35 is usually everybody's bottom line. And that's just in business. People want to make 30%, right? That's not even Amazon. Like most businesses, most companies in sales, like Walmart, for example, like Walmart is looking for a 30% margin. You know what I'm saying? So most stores and businesses and people who do sales and stuff like that, the minimum is that's like the standard minimum in business. So that's why I just go off 30%. Not even because it's my preference. I just got a business mindset. So I'm thinking like Walmart basically, right?